Okay. Okay.
Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, non-teaching staff, research scholars, students, invited guests across India, and all the participants from various universities and colleges, also institutions. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all for the one-day national webinar on wealth creation through financial planning. So at the outset, let us have a glance about the commerce, the role of commerce in wealth creation. In general, wealth is the power to turn our goals into the reality. So in this case, without wealth, nothing is possible to do in the society. So if we want to survive with comfortable life, definitely we need to at first develop our wealth. And for this wealth creation, we need to follow 3 L's concept. That is learning, unlearning, and relearning. So with the concept of these three, learning, unlearning, and relearning, there is a possibility to develop wealth. Through that, it is possible to have our financial independence and financial security for our future life. So here, one of the famous quote is there by Alvin Toffler. The real illustrates of the future are not those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. So this is the main concept of the today's webinar. So at first, let me invite our honorable guest participants for this national webinar by following the usual procedure. At first, to me, sir, convener of this program, Professor Raghunath Reddy, sir, principal, in charge registrar of this Vemana University. And it is an immense pleasure to me to invite or to introduce our Vice Chancellor, University Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Krishna Reddy Garu. And another guest of honor, Professor Y. Subbarayudu Garu, Dean, Faculty of Commerce, Management and Law. And today's keynote speaker, Sri Suryakant Sharma Garu. He is the Senior Consultant, AMFI. He also acted as former DGM to the SEBI. The faculty members, Dr. Harna sir, and other teaching faculty. Welcome you all once again. Now the program will start with the prayer song.
నీకు వందనం విశ్వకవితాత్మిగా నీకు వందనం చదువులమ్మా నీకు వందనం భవితతి మాతృలి వందనం యోగి వేమన విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నీకు వందనం హృదయాభివందనం యోగి వేమన నీకు వందనం విశ్వకవితాత్మిగా నీకు వందనం బ్రహ్మమణి పరమాత్మ తత్వాన్ని బ్రహ్మమనగా వేరే పరదేశమున లేదు నీలోని చూడన్నావు కరచి కొలువు దీవిన మౌని నీకు వందనం విశ్వవిఖ్యాత కవి నీకు వందనం యోగి వేమన నీకు వందనం, విశ్వవిఖ్యాత కవి నీకు వందనం. శిక్షణతో మాకు చదువులెన్నో నేర్పి కర్తవ్య దీక్షను ఆలోన ప్రజలందరికీ ఫలితాలు అందించ మానవత్వపు దారిలో నన్ను నడిపించి ఆది భారత శిఖర కిరణమై వెలగమని మా లక్ష్య పదములు విజయాలు కూర్చి అమ్మ మనసున తీపి అమృతము కురిపింప తేనియలు మా నోట ఒలికించు మా తల్లి.
Now I request the convener of this webinar, Professor Raghunath Reddy sir, to present inaugural address about the webinar.
Dhanam Moolam Idam Jagat. Financial resources are fundamental for various aspects of life and society. Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chief Guest of today's function, Professor K. Krishna Reddy Garu. Guest of honor, Professor Y. Subramanian Garu, Dean, Commerce Law and Management. The most important person, keynote speaker, Sri Shirikant Sharma, Senior Consultant, AMFI, former DGM, SEBI, and Head of the Department of Commerce, Professor G. Vijayabhati Garu. My colleague, Dr. G. Harnath, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce. Academic consultants, faculty from various institutions and universities, research scholars, industrialists, students, and others who are presenting here through webinar. Good morning, all. At the outset, it is very happy to announce that there are 118 participants have registered in this webinar from across the country. That is from various states. That is Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Jammu Kashmir, Maharashtra, and from Chhattisgarh. So it's very happy to mention about that. There is a lot of people who are very much interested to go for participating in the national seminar, that is the wealth creation through financial planning. At the same time, I welcome you all for this national webinar on the wealth creation through financial planning, organized by Department of Commerce, Yogi Vemana University, Kadapa, in collaboration with Association of Mutual Funds of India, AMFI. So, when come to the theme of the seminar, liberalization, privatization, and globalization has changed the face of the country. So, under the leadership of Sri P.V. Narasimha Rao Garu, then Prime Minister of India, and also with the combination of Professor Manmohan Singh. So, the GDP rate has gone to almost 8 to 9%. So, in those days, and of course, now with Make in India, so Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been changing the face of the country. So almost all the GDP has been increased to 6.9% at present terms. So when come to the wealth creation, it's most important present for individuals as well as communities and for the nations. When come to the individuals, so as the country is growing like anything else, so there is a need to go for creating wealth from the surplus amount. Surplus amount is different and wealth is different. When come to the wealth, it is the, so there is accumulation of economic resources, so which are going to measure in the terms of money value. So even though you are earning money, but you must have to go for accumulating the money towards wealth creation. So when come to the wealth creation, why it is important, especially it is important for the youth. Even though it is necessary for all the people, youth, so that is elders and old people and also different sectors of the people, different sector people of the country. So especially it is useful for the youth. Why it is so? Because the country is the is having the youngest youth is the most part of the that is in the population. So almost all 50% of the population is less than 25 years of age. At the same time, 66% of the youth are less than 35% of the age. Hence, we can go for focusing more on the youth, especially for the students who are going to get jobs after completion of this degree or PG or so any other course. So they should be very much interested over this planning, especially. So when come to this one, before this, we must have to talk about Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is the father of the investment. So who started his investment from 11 years, when he was 11 years old. So now he is one of the richest man in the world and he is the father of the investments. So he has mentioned the equation about the savings or investments. So generally we used to go for making savings. So that is whatever income that we are getting, from that we are going to deduct expenses and whatever amount is left, that is called as a saving or a source that is a surplus amount. So income minus expenditure is a surplus amount. But whereas when it comes to the Warren Buffett, so he has given different definition for this investment. That is income minus savings equal to expenditure. That means whatever income that you are getting, you go for allocating for savings first, then you can, whatever is left, you can use it for there is expenses. So earlier we used to go for income, then we will be having expenditure. So with that, so whatever amount is left, just we will go for having as a saving. But according to the Warren Buffett, the definition has been changed for the savings. That is the income minus the surplus amount that you want to invest. Whatever the amount that you want to invest, make that one, and whatever is left, that is called you can use it for expenditure. What is the need of savings or wealth creation? Say generally, when come to the public, you need for your future course of action. So for the purpose of so marriages in your house. So for buying a house, for buying a there is a car. So for health purposes, and especially in the at the end, you need this money for the purpose of old age for as a pension. So for this purpose, we need a creation of the wealth. So where to go for developing the wealth, or where do you go for investing the amount? Especially you can go for investing the amount in the banks, the insurance companies, post offices, and shares, bonds, and debentures and mutual funds. Of course, these are all will be, so that is our keynote speaker will give elaborate so discussion over all these things. So with these few words, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Once again, I welcome you all for this national webinar on the wealth creation through financial planning organized by Department of Commerce and Yogi University, Kadapa, and in collaboration with the Association of Mutual Funds of India. Thanks so much. So I request now the guest of honor and Dean Faculty of Commerce, Law and Management, Professor Vice President, to speak on this occasion.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Krishna Reddy Garu, respected Principal and Registrar in Charge of Vemana University, and also the convener of this webinar, Professor S. Raghunath Reddy Garu, Head of the Department of Commerce, Professor G. Vijayabharati Garu, and my colleague Harnath Garu, and the most important one of this webinar, that is the keynote speaker of this webinar, Sri Surya Kanta Sharma Garu, all the participants, very good morning to one and all. Yeah, right. So whenever we start teaching management, particularly the financial management in management for the students, we say that finance is the lifeblood of the organization. This is the first quotation that we say when we start speaking about the finance class. It can be applied to the human being also, because not only the organization, the human beings also need finance, means that is money. So without money, I can say there is no human being, there is no meaning for the life of the human beings even. If you want to have a fruitful and a beautiful life, definitely we need to have money. Otherwise, the life will be in a miserable condition. So this is a fact, and all we people have to accept this. Because of that reason only, the people are striving towards this end. Because we are living in the world where the financial stability and security are paramount. So creation of wealth and developing of well-structured plans for creation of wealth is very much crucial and very much needed to all the individuals. So I would say that lots and lots of discussions are to be made under this topic of creation of wealth. So because of that reason, our convener might have thought to conduct the seminar on this topic, that is financial creation of wealth through financial plans, right? So in the journey of wealth creation, people may face lots and lots of struggles because it is not such easy to earn money. It requires a lot of carefulness, lots of plans, lot of consideration and strategic decision making, long-term planning, everything. Otherwise, we cannot earn money. We cannot create the wealth. So it needs well thought out process, which involves setting up of goals, that is financial goals, managing of expenses, and investing this amount wisely in various investment avenues. Otherwise, creation of wealth cannot be possible. I can say that the creation of wealth needs three basic important steps. That is, one is setting up of financial plans and managing the expenses and investing the money in various good avenues. So these are the three more important steps that should be undertaken by the individuals to create the wealth. So because of if you have the proper plans, that is financial plans, then only we can earn money, and we'll be focusing on the goals. Otherwise, earning money is not possible. And people will stay focused on the earning of money. So always, as a management people, not only management people, all the people needs to have proper plans, that is financial plans to earn money. Particularly the management people are very much known that plans are essential. Through plans only, things can be done easily. So financial plans for earning money is essential. And secondly, management of expenses. This is the most important aspect of the human being's life. If are not able to earn money, at least we have to take care in the reduction of the expenditures. So if you are able to reduce the expenditure, we can save money. And with that savings, we can search for the investment avenues. Means we can invest that savings in somewhere else. So definitely, one is focus should be on the earning of money or increasing of earnings. If are not able to increase our earnings, at least it is better to focus on the reduction of expenditures, right? And if you reduce the expenditure, automatically the savings will be increased, and the savings can be converted into investments. But the thing is, while investing the money, we should have to be very careful. So here, I can say that a strategic decision should be taken at the time of investing the money in the various investment avenues. Otherwise, your investment may not give the fruitful results. So if you want to get fruitful results from these investments, you should have to take care on the investments. Of course, there may be a number of avenues for investing the money. Some people invest in the gold and silver. Some people may invest their money in the real estate. Some people may invest money in some other risk-free securities, that is the fixed deposits and somewhere else. And some people may invest their money in the financial securities, like the shares, bonds, or debentures, or derivatives, all those things. So anyhow, here the thing is, which one gives the maximum results? That is the main important one. Of course, there may be a number of avenues, investment avenues, but the care should be taken to invest our money in the proper or correct investment area. Then only you can get the fruitful results. So here the question should be posed ourselves that where should we invest our money? Whether it is in financial securities, or whether it is in real estate, whether it is in fixed deposits, or whether it is in any gold and silver. So here we have to compare all those investment avenues. So which will give the maximum results, where we have to invest money. If you see all those investment avenues, say for example, investment in gold and silver is very easy. Even a layman can do that. So no need to have the expertism, no need to have the knowledge over the financial areas. So nothing. So without any knowledge, only with a little knowledge, we can invest in the gold and silver. And investing in the real estate also somewhat easy, but it needs a heavy money. So only with little money, we cannot invest in the real estate. So it needs more money. So many people cannot invest in the real estate because their financial sufficiency may not be suitable to invest in the real estates. But the third option, that is investing in the financial securities. So when compared to other options, it is very easy. With the little money, we can invest in the financial securities, and there is a possibility of earning much and more returns, more profits. And because why I'm saying this, why I'm saying that this financial investment in the financial securities is more viable and more profitable, more beneficial. Of course, it needs some knowledge. So without financial knowledge, without knowledge on the stock markets, investing in financial securities is very risky also. But if you have the knowledge, definitely you can mint money with little investments. Even the ordinary individuals, people who are earning very less returns, less income, so they can also investment in these financial securities. There is a possibility of earning more money in the investment of financial securities, because yeah, 2 minutes. Stock markets are moving with rocket speed. Stock markets are moving with rocket speed. If you see the 10 years data, in 2014, the BSE Sensex was between 22,000 and the NSE was BSE Sensex was in between 22,000 and 27,000, and NSE was 8,000, around 8,000 points. But if you see the same in 2024, BSE Sensex is crossing 80,000 points, and NSE is at around 25,000 points. See the difference. So here there is one point that we have to take into consideration. All these market speed is because of the only 4.3% of Indian population are investing in the stock markets. Only 4.3%. See the Indian population nearly almost it's crossing 140 crores. So out of this 140 crores, only 4.3% of the people are diverting their money toward this securities market. Imagine if at least 50% of the Indian population invest their money in the securities. Imagine how this market will be. So only with the only 4.3%, so we are crossing a Sensex of 80,000 and NSE Nifty of 25,000. See, if you invest 50% of the investment in stock markets, see the results. So that is the growth of the securities market in India. And recently, so India has taken nearly 6th position in the world countries in the stock markets. So, and if you see the different different avenues in the financial markets also, we can say the mutual fund maybe said as one of the best option. So because if you want to invest your money in any stock market securities, you need to have some financial knowledge or stock market knowledge. If you don't have the financial knowledge, it's better to opt the mutual funds, because without having any knowledge of financial area, you can simply buy the mutual fund units, and there is a possibility of earning more and more money. So if you compare all those investment avenues, definitely we can say that even the layman can also invest in the mutual fund. So that is the benefit of the mutual funds. But here, of course, there may also be some sort of risk. Whatever the investment area, definitely there will be some risk. But so it is very easy to overcome that risk, and there is a possibility of earning more and more money in the with the investment in the financial securities. Of course, our keynote speaker will address you and will provide you a lot of information, and what are the different mutual fund organizations exist in India, and what are the different various the different schemes, and which scheme is giving more beneficial to the investors, and ways to invest their money in the mutual funds. Everything will be addressed by our keynote speaker. So here, so with this, I conclude my speech. So thank you, the convener and the head of the department, and my colleague, the Harnath Reddy Garu, and other members, particularly the Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Krishna Reddy Garu, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your very elaborate on the present theme of the webinar. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, today's chief guest of this webinar, Professor K. Krishna Reddy Garu, to address the message.
Very good morning. Indeed, it is a great pleasure to me to support the national webinar on wealth creation through financial planning, jointly organized by the Department of Commerce, Yogi Vemana University, and Association of Mutual Fund of India. This is the theme is very wonderful. It is innovative. The thing is, wealth creation is not identically equal to money. Believe me. So wealth creation is not a money. Wealth creation is one of the component is the money. So in the humanospheric activity, entire world where we are living, we know we go with the several components of the life. In the life, we need to first see the knowledge creation. knowledge creation is very, very vital parameter, and have the orderliness of the society, and go with tandemly financial activity. If you don't have the knowledge, sufficient knowledge, which is going to be drained for the financial activity, your society is not orderly. This, your wealth creation may not happen. So these are the prime concern for the society, any society. It can be developed society, or it is going to be developed society, or developing society. So these are the paramount interest. So really, I don't want to go in detail. Actually, the senior person, Sri Suryakant Sharma ji Garu, is a senior consultant from the AMFI and former DG of SEBI. He is having the vast knowledge, and he is going to give us the enlightenment, not only the traditional wealth creation procedures adopted for as and now. Now there are several technologies were already under the force. Using those technologies, those models, we have to go with the hybridization of the new models, with the artificial intelligence and cloud computing, and also there are a lot of management models are existing now. Some of the models are tuned for the Schengen countries, some of the models are tuned for the American, some of the models are tuned for some other places. But India, the senior people like Sri Suryakant Sharma ji Garu can definitely enlighten to us, and he will give the path to us how the Indian society has to go ahead with the wealth creation through financial planning. I believe this will be a blueprint for us, and we can take this blueprint for further ahead, and we can make some of the modifications, and we can submit to the financial institutions where really this model can be adaptable, or can be adjustable, or can be reformed, or can to be modified. So with these chief guest remarks, I stop here. I profusely thank Professor S. Raghunath Reddy Garu, convener, and also the principal and the registrar in charge of Yogi Vemana University, head of the department, Professor G. Vijayabharati Garu, and my colleague, Professor Y. Subbarayadu Garu, Dean, Faculty Dean for Commerce, Law and Management, and my one more colleague, Dr. G. Harnath Garu, and all the participants from nook and corner of the world, India, and also there were several places the students are listening. So the participants are in large number. So some of the investors, teachers, and my own colleagues from the Yogi Vemana University for making this national webinar a grand success under the stewardship of our Sri Suryakant Sharma ji. Definitely he is enlightening us today. So sir, we are very much indebted to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and joining with us in this national webinar, sir. So your cooperation and your help to the support to the Yogi Vemana University, our both departments can flourish further ahead, sir. Thank you very much. I sincerely thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your thought-provoking remarks on this present theme of wealth creation through financial planning. Now is the time. We are all very eagerly waiting for the eminent lecture from Sri Suryakant Sharma Garu, who is the senior consultant, AMFI, and former DGM SEBI. And before going to ask to address, sir is putting all his efforts in continuing like these programs for the purpose of creating wealth generation among all of us, like our institute, like our universities, and in other colleges also. He is very actively involving in providing the knowledge, proper knowledge regarding of how to create a wealth through financial planning. So here, wealth creation is not that much of the very simple task, though we are all very experts in managing the financial matters. Still, by smaller mistakes, we can do some default things. We are involving in the risk generating processes. That's why we need, nowadays, it's a very important task for all of us to at first to generate the wealth and to manage that wealth for the purposes of our future requirements, whatever the wealth we are gaining. So here wealth generation is not only earning the money, here protecting that money, saving that money for future purposes, for future generations, uses of that money for our betterment. All topics are very much important. On all these aspects, our sir is going, Suryakant Sharma sir is going to present his elaborative discussion and thought-provoking ideas. With his experience, he must definitely enlighten all our knowledges, and he provide some suitable measures how to manage the wealth, how to improve the wealth, and how to manage the wealth of all of us, and how we invest in our investment amounts, surplus amounts in the very profitable manner. Regarding of all these aspects point of view, we expect the expertise knowledge of our sir. So now I request Suryakant sir, please address the gathering with your thoughts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Honestly, I am honored to be with all of you today through this platform. Am I audible to all of you? Thank you. I am very honored that Honorable Vice Chancellor has been here. He has been given permission for this program in your university. And one thing I want to mention here, Vice Chancellor, sir, that AMFI has adopted Andhra Pradesh this year for such programs. And this is the beginning of such program across Andhra Pradesh. So I am very happy that you have given me chance, and we will definitely be coming to your university in physical also. I will also take senior officers of SEBI and NSC, BSc to me, and then we will have elaborated big programs across Andhra Pradesh, including your university. And rather, I will request Vice Chancellor, sir, kindly help us out in reaching out to your colleges, your affiliated institutions, and other education institutions across your district and beyond that. So, and what I wish to mention here, that this is purely an investor awareness program. This is not a marketing event of any product, including mutual funds. So, and the purpose of such program is just to sensitize earners, those who are earning money, and also potential earners, your students who are going to earn very soon down the line after 3-4 years, how they can manage their money in most efficient manner. And registrar sir, HOD sir, and VC, they all have highlighted the importance of money in our life. I need not say that money is not important. Everybody knows that money is important in our life. Because without money, we can't think of our life, very honestly speaking. That is why the importance money over life. But from where money comes, whatever we do. In your case, ma'am, you are a professor here in the university. Majority of them might be salary class person. Some of them might be doing business. Some of them might be in business. So we are doing something and we are getting some money. So we work for the money. The first step is that we work for the money. We are working for the money. Very honestly speaking, we are working for the money. Because whatever we are working, we are getting money out from that, whatever we are doing. But there is other way. That is other equally important thing. And Vice Chancellor, sir, unfortunately, we Indians have not given much importance to that aspect of the money. And that is, my money should also earn money for me. We sincerely work. We always sincerely work about the money, how I can earn the money, how I can get the better salary, how I can get the more salary or a good position, or in business also. But I think we have lacked, at least we see, sir, our generation, we have lacked in the way that we have not given serious thought about how my money can make money for me. And now the time has come where young generation should think very seriously how their money can make money. And one more thing I want to say, Registrar sir, here, that earning money is one aspect of the money, but making money out of money is the second aspect. And a day will come in their life. Of course, it didn't come in our life. I hope Registrar sir will agree with me that in our life, that day did not come when my money, which I have saved, started and invested, started more money than my salary. And it should happen. And I am confident that will happen in the life of your students and your faculty members. So my topic is how we can make money out of our money. And for that, 2-3 things I wish to mention here. But before that, just 2 minutes for the career prospects in the security market. And I hope your staff, your students will be equally keen to know how they can have a career in the securities market. So first of all, I invite all your students, please do join security market. The career is not only monetarily rewarding, but also it has a very rewarding career path and career progression as well. You can join in SEBI as SEBI officer. You can join in NSC. You can join in BSc. You can join in NSDL. You can join in CSDL. You can join in mutual funds. You can join in AMFI. You can join in foreign institutional investors. You can join in credit rating agencies. You can join in big brokerage firms. So there are lakhs and lakhs of positions available for you in the security market. But one thing I want to mention here, your normal degree will not be suffice for taking for joining security market. You have to upgrade yourself and your qualification, more so the professional qualification in security market. And for that, I will request all of you, and even I will request your faculty members also, your HODs are also, your registrar also, kindly encourage your students, kindly encourage your students to take online and offline courses of NISM, National Institute of Securities Market. And my dear friends, NISM has been developed by the SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. And the purpose of NISM is to skill young generation and make them available to the security market after these basic courses. So I will request all of you, kindly visit the website of NISM, National Institute of Securities Market. There are lot of online and offline courses which you can do while pursuing your normal degree. Not only one, but more than one courses you can pursue. So please visit the website of NISM, identify the courses, start pursuing and giving exam. Most of them are online examinations. Most of them are online registration and most of them are online certifications. So please do think of joining security market, and that is possible only when you acquire some certifications and some smaller courses from NISM. Now, coming again to the money, lot has been told about the wealth and wealth creation. I just want to say you what is wealth. Wealth is accumulation of assets, value of which will increase in the future and which can be sold in future, and it will start earning return also. So basically, accumulation of assets is creation of wealth. And why wealth is required? Because as rightly has been pointed out by HOD sir, we will be needing huge money in our life for our comfortable life, for giving comfortable life to the family, for giving best higher education to the children, and for taking care of our family obligations, social obligations, and top of it, leading a comfortable retirement life. So for all these milestones, which I technically call milestones, you will be needing huge money. And I feel personally that your salary or your income from business or from profession might not suffice to take care of all your milestone financial needs. That is why there is a necessity that we should save and invest. And my dear friends, the journey of investment start with the journey of saving. Because without saving, you can't invest. What you will invest? Unless and until you save, what you will invest? That is why the first step of investment journey is to be a saver. And Vice Chancellor sir will agree with me that we are Indians. We Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. Because saving is in our blood. Ma'am, you might have seen your grandmother, you might have seen your mother, how they have saved 1 rupees, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, and they have made huge good amount over a period of time. Because you, particularly Indian females, know the art of saving. And nothing should be told to them how to save. They are the master of saving. So Indians as such are savers, and we should be proud of it, that we Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. But unfortunately, the purpose of saving is not served the way it should be. Because saving is not for accumulation of money, mind it. Because if you accumulate money, if you keep the saving at your home, which we normally, my generation did, the purpose of saving will not be served at all. That is why you have to take second step, that is putting your money in one or other product. And deploying or putting your money of saving or your saving or money into one or other product is called investment. So my dear friends, you need to be investor. You should not only be saver, but you should need to be investor. And the purpose of investment is very simple and distinct. Your money should start earning money for you. That's why we invest. We are investing in one other product, but the purpose is very simple, that my money should also start earning money for me. So please mind it, we should not only be saver, but we should also be investor. And there is 3 metrics of the investment we must understand before embarking upon the journey of investment. Investment has got 3 dynamics. The number 1 is, investment is primarily made for return. Definitely. We are making our investment only for return. It is a fact of life. What for I will invest? I should get maximum return on my investment. So return is the most important factor of investment. And rather you can say object and purpose of the investment. The second matrix is security. Security simply means that whatever I am investing, whatever amount I am investing, I feel that it should be secured. I should not lose my money. That is why security happens to be one of the most paramount factor while taking investment decision of, I am talking of my generation. The third thing, the metrics of investment is liquidity. Liquidity simply means I should have money when I need the money. That is liquidity. So I should make my investment in such fashion that when I would be needing money in my life for my bigger milestones in my life, I should have that money. That is why liquidity is also relatively important. So these 3 metrics of investment sometimes get conflict. Why? Because if you go for the return only, if you think that my whole focus is on getting maximum return on my investment, that my dear friends, you might have to sacrifice some security. Because basic funda of investment is, where there is 100% security, the possibility of getting higher return is not so bright. So please understand, if you go for the security, then you will have to sacrifice return. If you have to go for the return, then you will have to sacrifice little bit of your security. And liquidity also in between, you can see that your investments are relatively liquid. So these three things you have to take into account while taking your investment decision. And one thing I want to mention here, no investment product is good or bad. Every investment product is good or bad. But the only thing is which product is more suitable to me. Every product is okay. Gold is okay. Real estate is okay. Security market is okay. Government schemes are okay. Because products are available in the market. That is why people are investing in it. Suppose people started investing in a particular category of investment, that will vanish over a period of time. But most of the products are available in the market because of the individual choices, individual preferences of investments. So in investment, one thing you must please understand, in most of the investment, the risk is there. What is risk? Risk simply means that I might lose my money which I have invested. That is the biggest risk. Or I might not get the higher return which I had expected from that investment. That is also a risk. So in investment, the risk is there. In majority of the investment products, risk is there. In some products, it might be very less risk. In some product, it might be reasonably high risk. And in some product, it might be very high risk. So investment products has got its risk element inbuilt. And in some product, there is no risk. That is governmental small saving scheme. Government has also announced, or government is also running some small saving scheme for the middle class, salary class person. And those schemes have got no risk, because whatever government promises us, government will deliver that return. Whenever the scheme matures, whatever the maturity amount is there, that we will get without fail. So in governmental scheme, risk is literally nil. No risk is there. But then, as I mentioned earlier, there is a conflict. If there is 100% security, then the return might be most reasonable. Or sometime it may not be any real return. Whatever you get in most of the governmental small saving scheme is your notional return, no real return. And what is difference between real return and notional return? Notional return simply means what you have got on your investment. Suppose bank FD gives you 7% return. That is your 7% is your notional return. But when you analyze it from the perspective of real return, then you have to subtract inflation plus tax liability. Suppose you are getting 7% FD return every year and inflation rate is 5%. So out of 7%, 5% will be eaten by the inflation. Normally, we don't think that in those terms, but we have to. So out of 7%, majority of the return is eaten by the inflation. In most of the cases, it happens. So out of 7%, 5% has been eaten by the inflation because the inflation rate was 5%. Then again, most of the investment return are taxable, except very few, 1, 2, 3 schemes are there of the government, which are tax exempt, which I will also mention, but majority of them are tax exempt. Tax exempt simply means there will be no tax liability on the return. But in majority of the investment returns, it is taxable. And in the case of FD, my dear friends, you might not be aware, whatever you earn as interest on your fixed deposit, it is 100% taxable, in the sense that interest, whatever you earn, will be treated as your income, and you will have to pay income tax as per your income tax slab. If you are in 10% bracket, you will have to pay 10% income tax. If you are 20% bracket, you will have to pay 20% income tax. If you have to 30% bracket, then you have to pay 30% income tax on the return on FD. That is why sometimes notional return is okay, but there is no real return. And my dear friends, one most important thing you must keep in mind, that unless and until you earn some real return on your investment, and I again repeat the formula of real return, the formula of real return is real return equal to notional return, which you get, minus inflation, minus tax liability, if any. So No, you have to earn real return for creation of wealth. Otherwise, you will simply be accumulating money and you feel happy that I have earned so much of interest. But in reality, out of that return, majority has been eaten by the inflation, and a good amount has also been taken by the government as income tax. So please understand, real return is the key for your investment success, and you have to work hard to ensure that you get maximum real return on your investment. Now, I was talking about the risk in the investment. Apart from governmental schemes, majority of the scheme have got risk. But then if risk is there, how? Because my generation principal, Vice VC sir, you will agree that in my generation, our thoughts were very clear. No, we don't want to take any risk. So we have never explored, never thought of investing our money in a product which has got some risk. But now the time has come. A lot of products have come in the market which do have risk but are giving very handsome return. And those who are young, your students and your young faculty members, I want to tell them, if you want to earn good money on your investment, there might be a possibility that you will have to take a risk. Because in investment, one more matrix is very clear. More risk, more reward. If you take risk, then there is a possibility of getting higher return, but it doesn't at all mean that it is a guaranteed thing. No, if somebody says that you take the risk and you will get high return, the statement is not true. But of course, the probability of increased return is there. So if you take risk, there is a rather brighter possibility that you get higher return on your investment. So risk has to be taken. And rather, I will encourage your students and your young faculty members, please think of taking risk. But then it has to be calculated risk. It should not be a blind risk. Calculated risk simply means you are taking risk as per your risk-taking capacity, as per your risk appetite. And my dear friends, every individual has got different risk appetite. Those who are unmarried, having no liability, have got highest risk appetite. But those who have just got married, their risk appetite has come down little bit. After a few years, you will have kids, then your risk appetite will relatively getting lower. By the time you cross 50, 55, your risk appetite has become very, very low. And when you cross 60, your risk appetite has literally become zero. So when you are young, so the rule is very clear. So when you are young, you must take high risk. Because why you should take high risk? Because firstly, you will be needing huge money for your comfortable life, which can be possible only through better return on your investment. And secondly, you have lot of times to go. You have 30, 40 years in your active life, where if any mistakes you commit in investment, that can be rectified because you have got time with you. But unfortunately, principal sir will, VC sir and registrar sir will agree with me that I don't have any that luxury now. I don't have any luxury of rectifying my mistakes in this age. So my risk appetite is absolutely zero. So I should invest my money in those products where it's 100% security. Return might be most reasonable. But in the case of young ones or young faculty members, the situation is totally contra. You have to take risk, rather high risk, in the initial 10, 15 years, so that you earn very high return on your investment. So please, my dear friends, you can take risk is there, but risk can be managed. You can take calculated risk. You should not take blind risk. And risk can also be managed by two other factors. One is to becoming a long-term investor. If you are a long-term investor, long-term simply means minimum 5 years, then 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. Your risk automatically get mitigated. Automatically. Because once you become a long-term investor, once you invest for longer period, risk will automatically be taken care of. And secondly, diversification of assets. The other way, the second way of managing your risk is diversifying your assets. Some of your money you are investing in government schemes when there is no risk. Some of money you are investing in the products where there are little bit risk. In some money you are investing in the products which have got relatively higher money. And some portion of your money you are investing in the product which has got very high risk, but potentiality of very high return. So you are diversifying your investment portfolio. You are diversifying your investment in such a manner that it will average out. Risk will average out as well as the return will average out. So you can manage the risk. And one more thing I want to tell you, why we save, why we invest, what is the need? Why we think that we should save and invest? Because, my dear friends, as I think HOD sir had rightly pointed out, we have to do lot of major things in our life. These are called milestones, where huge money will be required. Please understand what I am saying. For marriage, you will be needing huge money. For purchase of house, you will be needing huge money. For purchase of vehicle, you will be needing good money. For going on vacation, you will be needing good money. Then for your higher education and professional education of your children, you will be needing huge money. Then marriage of the children, again, you will be needing money. And lastly, for leading retirement life, you will be needing huge money. So what I want to mention here, please understand that for milestones in your life, you will be need huge money, and that will be possible only through when you save and invest. And how you can manage in a more efficient way that you have money for your milestones when you need the money. That is possible only through financial planning. And my dear friends, financial plan is very, very important instrument to systematize your investment journey. And rather, I keep telling in my session, VC sir, that every individual must have his or her financial plan. And making financial plan is not a rocket science. Every educated person can make his or her financial plan. How? Next Sunday, you sit with the family, take the paper, on the paper, make 3 columns. Right from marriage to the retirement life, what are the milestones which are likely to come your life? You analyze individually. I leave it to you. Marriage, then purchase of house, then purchase of vehicle, going on vacation, higher education, professional education of children, marriage of children, then retirement life, including in between. If you have got any other idea, any other milestone, put it. I leave it to you. In the second column, put when these milestones are likely to happen in your life in 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20 year, 30 years. You start putting the period against each milestone. And last column, third column is very important. Now start putting the money which you will be needing for each milestone. Suppose somebody says that who is unmarried says that he will need 5 lakhs rupees for his marriage after 2 years. Put it 5 lakhs against marriage. But my dear friends, it will not be 5 lakhs. Mind it. Because of inflation, you are thinking that marriage cost will be around 5 lakhs, but in actuality, after 2 years, it might be 5.50 lakhs because of inflation. Two most important and glaring example I want to give you. And if sir HOD sir is there, I just want to ask him, sir, what is the cost of MBA degree from a good reputed management institute today? 2-year regular degree. I think it will be around 15 to 20 lakhs. Am I right? Around 15 to 20 lakhs today MBA degree from a reputed management institute. But my dear Mr. Srikar, when your children will go for MBA degree after 25 years, you might not have thought that the MBA degree, which is costing around 20 lakhs today, will cost not less than 2 crore rupees after 25 years. Mind it, because of inflation, the cost of MBA degree will gallop like anything. That's so you have to understand the concept of inflation beating return. So you will not be needing 20 lakhs after 25 years for a MBA degree of your son. You will need Mr. K.M. Gupta ji, not less than 2 crore rupees per child. Likewise, suppose a person of 30 years says that he or she is managing his monthly expenses around 30,000, middle class I am talking about. At the age of 30, you are managing your monthly expenses at 30,000. But Mr. Sai Srikar, after 30 years, when he becomes 60, the same monthly expenses he will need not less than 2 lakh rupees because of inflation. Mind it. Inflation will keep increasing in the next 25-30 years. So that is why you have to look at the inflated price, not at the present price, at the inflated cost or inflated needs of money. So this chart you will make first column, second column, and third column. It is called financial plan. And I will request all of you, please do religiously develop your financial plan. And my dear friends, it is damn easy thing. Every educated person can develop his or her financial plan. And what financial plan will give you? It will give you a broad idea about your requirements of money in different phases of life for your milestone. And psychologists say, my dear friends, that those who have got defined goals in life, including financial goals, they work more hard. They work more harder because now the goals are clear before you. You have very clear goals for your marriage, for your house, for your vehicle, for your vacation, for your higher education of children, marriage of children, and for retirement life. Plans are, the requirement is very clear. So once you make your financial plan, that you will work more sincerely towards achieving those targets when you need the money. Last component for in investment, my dear friend, and that is called eighth wonder of the world. It is power of compounding. And my dear friends, power of compounding is eighth wonder of the world. And what is power of compounding in investment? It simply means, power of compounding simply means you will have to promise with yourself that whenever you get you get return on your investment, naturally when you will save and invest, you will start getting return. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but down the line after 1 year, 2 years, definitely you will start getting return from the investment. So one promise you will have to make with yourself, not with others, with yourself only. And that, what is that promise? That whenever I get return on my investment, return might be 500, might be 5,000, might be 5 lakhs, or might be even 50 lakhs. So whatever the amount of return, I will never consume that return. What I will simply do, I will keep reinvesting my return for another term. So reinvesting of return, it is also technically called growth option. You are not taking out your return. The taking out return option is dividend option. Simply means whatever you are earning every year, you are taking it out and consuming it. But that is not the wise decision. You must go for the growth option or for power of compounding, which simply means that whatever you earn on your investments, you will keep reinvesting it, and not once, not twice, regularly for next 15-20 years. Every time you get returned, you will reinvest. If you do it down the line after 15-20 years, you will have huge amount in your hands. I can say you with confidence, and with my experience, I can tell you that those who religiously follow power of compounding in their investment philosophy, they will have huge amount down the line after 15-20 years. So please do religiously follow power of compounding. Lastly, we should discuss where to invest, because that is also one of the most important aspect. What are the products available in the market where we can invest? I will share you different categories of investment products. The first category of investment product is governmental small saving scheme. Government has started some small saving scheme for the middle class, salary class person. And I will just give you the name of the scheme because I don't have time. Otherwise, I could have share you details of each and every scheme. But just mentioning the name of the schemes, you jot it down. If you are interested, you can Google it. You will get the details of these schemes. The first scheme Government of India, and I feel it is a very good scheme of the Government of India. It is called Public Provident Fund Account, PPF. Public Provident Fund Account, very good scheme of the Government of India. And the uniqueness of this scheme is that whatever interest you earn in this scheme is exempt from the tax. It is exempt from the tax. Rather, whatever you deposit in the scheme is also exempt under Section 80C. But now government is switching from old regime to new regime. So that might not be relevant now. But still it is tax exempt. So whatever you earn in PPF account every year, it is tax exempt. And next year you will earn return on your investment also. Your investment is clubbed with the principal every end of the year, financial year. So PPF, Public Provident Account, is a very good scheme of the Government of India. I feel personally that middle class person should have account in PPF account open, not only for herself or himself, but also for their spouses and even for their children. And run it beyond 15 years. That scheme tenure initially is 15 years, but it can be extended beyond 5 years. For first term, then another term you can again extend it to 5 years. Third term again you can extend it to 5 years. And if you keep extending for minimum 3-4 times, you will have huge amount in your hands after 30-35 years because it is tax exempt. Second scheme is National Saving Certificate, NSC. Third scheme is Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra. Fourth scheme is RBI bonds. RBI also keep issuing bonds to the public, taxable bond and tax-free bonds. The present yield is around 7.90%. Of course, floating, but presently it is around 7.90%. Then government securities. Government of India also keep raising loan from the public. We can also give loan to the public. Earlier, it was not so convenient, but of late, RBI has started a dedicated website. The name of the website is RBI Retail Direct. RBI Retail Direct. Please visit the website. Get yourself registered by giving the basic information which they need. Then you can keep investing a small amount in government securities. And the yield is government security is around 8% today. Very recently, RBI has started app also of RBI Retail Direct. App is also available on your on App Store. So you can download the app, and through app also now you can invest in government securities. Then banks and post offices have also got saving schemes or investment scheme. You can Google the banks saving schemes and post office saving scheme. You will get all the details. Some of them I have already mentioned. So these are all governmental schemes. The unique feature of these schemes is there is no risk at all. Whatever is government promising to give you interest or return, you will get it. When the scheme matures, whatever the scheme amount, you will get all your maturity amount without any fail because it is a sovereign guarantee. So there is no risk at all. Yes, it is a fact, but then the return are most reasonable. Suppose you are getting 8% return on government bonds. Out of that, 5.5% or 6% is eaten by the inflation. Then majority of the schemes are taxable except PPF. And one more scheme is there that is only for the girl child. You please note it down and share with your elder sister, with your elder brother, students I am talking to. And those who are young faculty members, please note it down. Very good scheme of the Government of India that is only for the girl child. Name of the scheme is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, very good scheme of the government of India. It has been devised only for that every girl should get best education and her parents should have least financial burden on her marriage. That is why this scheme has been introduced by the government of India. And government is giving maximum return on this scheme. Government is giving maximum return 8.20%, and that return also exempt tax. No tax is applicable. So please share the information on Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana and PPF account with majority of the your participants who have, or your colleagues who have not participated in this scheme. And I will request them, please understand first the details of this scheme, and then you can subscribe or be part of that scheme. Secondly, where you can invest is real estate and property. HOD sir had very elaborately mentioned about the real estate and property. It is one of the options, has got some risk, but it is a product available in the market and you can invest. And lakhs of crores of people are investing in real estate and property every year, but it has got its own plus and minus and negatives. Initially, the most important thing is you can't invest in real estate with lesser amount, maybe 2 lakh, 3 lakh or 5 lakhs or even 10 lakhs. You will need to have more than 50 lakhs, 1 crore or more than a crore rupees for investing in real estate. Third category where you can invest is, first category was government scheme, second category is real estate, third category is gold. And gold has been historically a safety valve for the middle class, salary class person. As Mr. Valabhu, you might be appreciate that Indian middle class families have been investing in gold hugely, particularly our female members of the family. They are passionate about the gold. When you discuss in the family about the gold investment, what is the answer you will get from the female members? What to talk about gold investment? Get as much as you can. No need of discussions. You get as much as you can. And historically, majority of the middle class, salary class person have been investing in gold through gold jewelry. But my dear Mr. Narsimha Rao, investment in gold jewelry is a losing proposition. Please mind it. Why? Because when you go to resell it to the jeweler, he will simply say, yes, we can take it, but there will be cut off 30 to 35% on your making charges. So it is a losing proposition. But so now government has come out with a very good scheme on gold. Please note it down. Everybody should note it down. And when they go to the home, they should discuss with their mother, with their sister-in-law, because this is one of the best government scheme. Firstly, the name of the scheme is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the government of India. It is a digital gold. It is not physical gold. Government will simply give you a certificate that this much of your gold is lying with us. And once you got a certificate or a sovereign guarantee, nothing can beat sovereign guarantee. Sovereign guarantee is supreme. So it is 100% secure. And so it is a very good scheme of the government of India. And I think now time has come when middle class families should think of investing not in physical gold, but in digital gold through sovereign gold bond and ETF in mutual fund as well. So then fourth category where you can invest in security market. HOD sir had very elaborately mentioned about the security market. I just want to tell you 2-3 things about security market. First of all, security market is purely knowledge-based market. Please mind it. It is purely knowledge-based market, and those who don't have knowledge of the market, I feel personally, must not invest in the security market directly. If you don't have knowledge, never invest in the security market directly, more so on the pretext of some so-called TV business channel experts, or a new term has come now, Mr. Sai Srikar, which you might have heard, financial influencer. People keep on advising you on the social media. This share will go up. This share will go up. Please purchase this share. Please sell this share. This is all fraud. I am using a very harsh word for them. This is a very, because SEBI has caught 5-6 financial influence. They were advising for purchase of shares, but they were taking contra positions. They were selling the share. They were advising for sale of share, and they were purchasing shares. So that was a contra position people were taking. So I want to tell you, I want to rather warn you, never, never, never make your investment decision on the advice of so-called TV channel experts and financial influencer. It is very, very risky. So if you want to invest directly, first get knowledge. What is share? What is company? How shares are issued? How share prices are decided? How the companies are evaluated and analyzed about their share price? How the market price of a share, particular share, goes up and down? How the sector is performing? How they lot of factors are there. So you have to first understand the concept of security market investment before investing. Don't be in great haste. And one more thing I want to tell Mr. Narasimha Rao, sir, particularly your students and middle class, salary class person, never, never invest through F&O, future and options. Never go for day trading and jobbing. It is not over a cup of tea. It is not the cup of middle class, salary class person. SEBI has of late been warning rather on daily basis that please desist yourself in F&O segment. F&O segment is very, very risky. And SEBI has come out with the data, with the data, Vallabhu sir. 7 out of 10 retail investors have lost money in the F&O. Hardly 1 or 2% have made some marginal money, or a good number of them have been flat because no profit, no loss. So what I want to tell you, please never go for F&O segment. Please never invest your hard-earned money on the so-called advice of TV business channel experts and financial influencers. Take your own decision, and the best way of taking your decision is to have knowledge of the market. Please first have knowledge, but we don't have knowledge of the market, and majority of the people still don't have a knowledge of the market, very honestly speaking. Then what is the way out if you wish to invest in security market? Yes, there is a way out, my dear friends and Mrs. Science Rikar, that is called mutual funds. Mutual fund is an indirect way of investing. Please first understand one thing. Mutual fund is an indirect way of investing. It is not directly investing. You are not investing directly. You are giving your money to the fund managers. They are technically called fund managers. You are giving your money to the experts. Naturally, Vallabhu sir will ask me why I should give my money to the experts. Because of 3 reasons, sir. Number 1, I don't have knowledge of the market, but they people are the experts of the market. Number 2, I don't have time, because investment tracking itself is a full-time job. You have to track your investment rather every day, every week, every month, every year. So you don't have time. You have got job in the university, then you have got family obligations. So naturally, you don't have time to track your investments in a proper and analytical way. They people have huge research team. Mutual fund managers are supported by huge research team. Before making any investment in any script or share, research team go deeper into the financial analysis of the corporate governance aspect in the company, their financial fundamentals, the fundamentals about how the sector is doing, how the economy, a lot of things they take into account. They go deeper in, they make deep research before investing anything. And if they find any worth of investing, only then they can recommend into fund manager, and then fund manager take a call of investing. So it is a scientific way of investing. It is not a hearsay. It is a scientific way of investing. proper analysis of the script, proper analysis of the corporate, proper analysis and of the sector. Only then they expose themselves for investment. So second reason is, I don't have experience. The people have experience of more than 30, 40 years. That is why, one, they are experts. One, they have time to track your investment because it is their full-time job. And thirdly, they have got huge experience to manage your money. One thing I want to mention here, my dear friends, mutual fund is strongly regulated by SEBI. It is not a Ponzi scheme. It is not a cheat fund. Every aspect of the mutual fund, right from investment to redemption to every aspect, is strictly regulated by SEBI. So mutual fund is a regulated product, like the FD. Bank FDs are regulated by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Likewise, mutual funds are strongly regulated by SEBI. So please understand, it is not a Ponzi scheme, it is a cheat fund. But at the same time, I want to tell you, a return in mutual fund mostly depend on the movement of the market. If the market goes up, you get very good return. And Mr. Vallabhu, you will remember last 3-4 years have been golden period of Indian economy, where mutual funds have given you huge return. Some mutual fund scheme have given more than 25% return in a year, but that should not be the norm. And that, please don't understand that every time, every year you will get 25% return. No, market may come down. Rather, volatility is the basic character of the market. Today market is up, tomorrow market may come down. Again, day after tomorrow market go up. So market will go up and down. But if you are a long-term investor, your risk will automatically be taken care of. So mutual fund is a strongly regulated market. Thirdly, mutual fund is most transparent market, Mr. Vallabhu. Where your money has been invested, every month you get a detailed statement from the mutual fund company. In which company it has been invested, how much share of that company has been acquired, at what price, what was the price, what is the price is. Every detail is shared with you on monthly basis. So it is, so you can, if you think that the fund manager is not doing a good job or not investing in the company you wish to, you can switch to other schemes also. That facility also available. Then mutual fund has got unique characteristic, Mr. Vallabhu and Mr. Srikar. Mutual fund has got around 1,500 schemes. In mutual fund, schemes are available as per your risk appetite. Suppose, Mr. Vallabhu, you want that you want to take high risk, equity funds are available. But Mr. Srikar said, no, sir, I don't want to take that level of high risk. Then hybrid funds are available from him. Then your senior faculty member say, my risk appetite is very low, he can go for the debt fund. So as per your risk appetite, mutual fund schemes are available. Broadly, there are a lot of sub-categorization in the broad scheme. Equity fund has got a lot of sub-categorization. Then large cap, mid cap, small cap, sectoral fund, PSU fund, lot of other categories of equity funds are there. Likewise, in the hybrid fund also, conservative hybrid funds are there, where majority of your money goes into debt and a small portion goes into equity. But on the contrary, aggressive hybrid funds are also available, where majority of your money is invested into equity and a small portion is given as a loan as a debt. Likewise, in debt fund also, you in mutual fund, schemes are available as per your time horizon. Mr. Srikar, you can invest, there is a scheme in mutual fund where you can invest overnight tonight and can withdraw money by tomorrow morning. It is called overnight funds. So you can invest even for a single day and earn some return. Then you have got a liquid fund where you can invest for 1 week, for 1 month, for 3 months. And return are, Mr. Vallabhu, is around 5%, 4.5% to 5%. Whereas in your SB account, you are earning hardly 2.5%, that too on average basis of 3 months. And I know, Mr. Narsimha Rao, I know a lot of my young friends like you who have started a new practice, please listen to it what I am saying. Suppose Mr. Srikar is working and he gets 50,000 salary from his employer. When he gets salary on the first, he simply transferred that salary from his bank account to the mutual liquid fund account. And that is all possible through online only. No need to go anywhere else. You can switch your from bank account to the liquid fund by downloading a liquid fund app of any of the AMC. Naturally, Srikar will ask me, sir, why I should do? Because of 3 reasons, sir. First reason, in SB account, I was earning only 2.5% return, that too on 3 months average. In liquid fund, I am literally earning 4.5% to 5% return every day. Annual basis, of course. And then you can withdraw any money at any time. Suppose on 5th, Mr. Srikar needs 5,000 out of 550,000. He go to the app, put the 5,000, click the withdraw button, 5,000 will instantly be transferred in his bank account. So money is always available to him and he is earning higher return as compared to SB account. The only limitation is you can't withdraw in liquid fund more than 50,000 in a day, single day. And that too only in liquid fund I'm talking about, not in other scheme. In liquid fund, the maximum withdrawal limit is 50,000 only. Then you can invest for 6 months, 1 year. Then you can invest for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, 20 years. So in mutual fund, schemes are available as per your risk appetite. In mutual fund, schemes are available as per your time horizon of investment. And I don't have time, so next time when VC sir will give me time, I will need minimum 2 hours to give you all details about the mutual fund next time. But the best way of investing in mutual fund is through SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. And my dear Mr. M. Sai Srikar, systematic investment plan is a magic for middle class, salary class person. And it is nothing. It is just like a recurring account which you might have with your bank and post offices. Most of us might have opened every month we are depositing some amount. Likewise, we can invest some amount in mutual fund regularly, maybe monthly, maybe weekly, maybe quarterly. That is your choice as per your needs or as per your comfort. Minimum amount of SIP, my dear friend, is 500 only. And maximum amount is no limit at all. You can invest 5 crore rupees every month. For students, for those who are students, there is a special dispensation. You can start an SIP of even 100 rupees out of your pocket money. So please think of investing. Very good, very good. Some participant is saying that he is investing 15,000 every month. Very good. So SIP is nothing but you are investing regularly. Longer you do, higher will be the return. And you should always opt for the growth option. Growth option simply means whatever amount you are earning, it will be reinvested automatically. Nothing is given to you. I just give you an example, then I will go ahead because time constant is there. Already 12:30 is there. But next time when I get time, I will give you all details about the schemes, about the concept of mutual funds and all, and risk and everything. Suppose a person of that age of Mr. Sri Kumar for you, suppose a person at the age of 20 start an SIP of 500 rupees in a good equity fund. Only 500 rupees. And he continue with that investment for 40 years. Every month he is investing 500 rupees. And please mind it, you need not to go anywhere to invest that money. That is not required. Anywhere you need not go. Everything you can do it online now. So suppose a person start SIP of 500 rupees and every month he is investing 500 rupees for the next 40 years. And I am presuming 12% return only. But Mr. Vallabhu, you will agree that security market has given not less than 15% return during last 30 years. But still, to be conservative side, I presume it 12% return. After 40 years, Mr. Saikar will have a corpus of 47 lakhs. And it is a mathematics only. I am not giving you any magic. It is a mathematics only. But a new and more smarter way is now available, Mr. Srikar, for you. That is called top-up SIP or step-up SIP. It is an advanced version of SIP, which is called top-up SIP or step-up SIP. What is top-up SIP? Every month, Mr. Srikar is increasing the amount of SIP because he will get increment, he will get increase in salary. Suppose he started with 500 rupees first year. Second year, he increases from 500 to 550. 550, 10% increase in SIP. Third year, again, he increased 10%. Add 10% of 50 in that SIP. Every year, he is increasing his SIP by 10%. My dear friends, after 40 years, he had got 47 lakhs in flat SIP. Means every month he was investing 500 only. But in step-up SIP, where he is increasing SIP amount every year minimum by 10%, his corpus would be, Mr. Srikar, 1 crore 92 lakhs. 1 crore 92 lakhs. You see the magic when you keep increasing your investment every year, which you normally can do because your salary will keep increasing. You will have a huge amount in your hands after 13 or after 15, 20, 25 years. So what I want to tell you, all of you, my dear friends, please understand the concept of long-term investing. Please understand the concept of diversification of your investment portfolio. Be a long-term investor. Be diversify your portfolio, because earning return on my investment is a need of the hour. And I will urge all of you, Mr. Vallabhu, in my generation, we could simply accumulate the money even by investment, because we were shy of taking risk. But now the time has come when every person must have to be an investor. And minimum 2 things everybody should do now, particularly middle class, salary class person. One is open a PPF account as early as you can and continue with next 30, 40 years. Every year deposit 1.50 lakhs, which is a minimum. Secondly, start SIP in a good equity fund as early as you can and continue as long as you can. And Mr. Srikar, I know a lot of friends like you who have started not one SIP, but multiple SIPs. And all SIPs are target-oriented SIP. One SIP for purchase of house. One SIP for purchase of vehicle. Third SIP for going on vacation. Fourth SIP for higher education of children. Fifth SIP for marriage of children. And last SIP might be for your retirement life. So you can have multiple SIPs. There is no limit that you can start one SIP only. You can have multiple SIPs as per your target. These are called targeted SIPs. So please think of starting SIP in mutual fund. Early you do, better it would be. Longer you continue, better place you will be. So SIP is a magic. Please understand the concept and how to concept the mutual fund concept. Please note it down. One website name I am sharing with all of you. The name of the website is Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. It is a website developed by AMFI. And every information here is 100% authentic. No hearsay. Very, very small video clippings are also there where you can understand. And in this website, information is available in many languages: Hindi, Angrezi, Telugu, Tamil, Udiya, Urdu. Lot of schemes are there. So please start. Please start SIP as early as you can, and continue with the SIP as long as you can. I have much more to share with you on mutual funds, but I don't have time. So next time, I just keeping it for your next session. Maybe it's physical when I come to your university, or maybe in online mode, whatever is convenient to both of us. Lastly, I want to tell you two things about yourself, my dear friends. And very important, I tell you. Mr. Srikar, prosperity is your right. Every individual, every human being has got right to be prosper. And my dear friends, my definition of prosperity is very simple. It is not to become a Mukesh Ambani or a big industrialist. That is not my definition of prosperity. My definition of prosperity is very simple. I should have money for my comfort. I should have money for comfortable life to my family. I should have money to give you best education to my children. I should have money for taking care of all my family obligation in a best manner. And lastly, I should have money for my dreams. Every human being has got some dream, Vallavu sir. So for that too, I should have money. That is my prosperity. And my dear friends, prosperity is your right. We have to be prosper. It is your right. And it is not luck at all. Please understand, it is not luck at all. It is your effort. You have to make effort for it. Unfortunately, we Indians believe much on luck. I think that is excessive. Luck might be there, but Mrs. Srikar, who has stopped you from making efforts? Nobody has stopped you. We should make sincere efforts to be prosper. And if you make efforts, what we have discussed today, if you have make effort according to what we have discussed today, I can say you with confidence, you will be prosper. So prosperity is your right, but it is not luck, it is your effort. And if you don't make efforts, I think you only have to be responsible and should be squarely responsible for it. Please mind it. So for your prosperity, you have to make efforts. And last sentence I want to tell you, there may be one or two participants, ma'am, who might have different mindset, rather wrong mindset. That is, I am not from a rich family. I am not from a wealthy family. I want to tell them, your mindset is wrong. Because, my dear Mr. Shrikar, birth in a poor family is not curse at all. Please mind it. Wherever we have born, whatever our family status, financial status might have been, birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. But living as poor and die as poor is a curse. That is the crux of the matter, that we should work hard for managing our money. And if we do, you will all be prosper. You will all be enjoying your life. And so with this, I end my session. Thank you very much, particularly VC sir, your registrar sir, HOD, you, ma'am, you, and all coordinating members who have worked very hard for this program. I am very happy that very good number of registrations have been there and very huge number of participants have been there. Thank you very much. We will keep doing such programs in future as well with your blessings. Thank you very much.
Audio on. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We are very extremely happy. We are showing our happiness, greatest happiness after listening your thought-provoking lecture and thought-provoking so many informations. Simply, sir, if I want to frankly say about the participants and the impressions of the participants, respondents of the participants, totally 1100, around 1100 participants are attended to your program. And sir, you don't know the Telugu. I don't know you know the Telugu or not. Simply, if I want to say a very huge thanks to your lecture, especially to you personally and to our lecture. From the audience side also, we received many congrats and big thanks also. So many are benefited in different ways. They are expressing their views. They are keeping the messages also online. It's very useful. It's very beneficial to them. At first, your focus is on the youth. And when I listen, your focus is mainly on the youth. Certainly, sir, youth is the next generation. So our economy is completely dependent on the youth performance. Our society, our total world is to be dependent on the success of the youth. If we want to develop the wealth, that is to be there in the hands of the youth. If youth are enlightened with your talk, if youth are taken care after listening all the points, whatever you have covered, if youth really focused on all those, definitely the wealth is there in our country only. The wealth is there with the help of that youth only, it is to be generated. So you touched many points with regard to the investment pattern and with regard to the, at first you categorized the total investment sources into 4 categories: government securities and real estate and also the gold and the least, and the third and last one is, fourth one is mutual funds. So among all these, you suggested many things. And your priority is to be given first. Try to invest in risk-free investment rather than the gold. If we invest our investment in the gold, definitely through different charges, making charges like that, then definitely we are going to lose some amount. That's why whatever the suggestions you are expressed, whatever the topics you have covered, all those are very much beneficial, especially to the faculty and also to the students and audience participants who are there in the webinar, live webinar throughout the country. It's very useful and it's very beneficial to all the people and even to the investors also. Here, so many not only students from the universities, participants from the universities are attended to this program. So many investors, so many institutions are also involved in this, and they definitely get awareness after completion of your lecture. They get aware and they express their heartfelt thanks on behalf of all the participants and myself and my department and Vice Chancellor of University. We are very much thankful to you, sir, personally. Thank you once again for your thought-provoking lecture and mind-blowing lecture. So many of the people are opened their eyes how to invest. After listening your lecture, how to invest, where we should invest, it will give maximum benefit for us, safest benefits for us, like they are expressing their views. And for all these, with the support of you only, with the lecture of you only, we are able to get aware about the aspects of wealth creation through financial planning. In future also, we are expecting your contribution, sir. Definitely, we will be in touch with you. If possible, we will create some MOUs also with your institution. After creating that MOUs, then definitely we will continue on this. With this webinar, we don't want to stop the lectures like you people. We need your expertise for my students and for the many participants who are going to increase their, who want to really improve their wealth. To all of them, it is very useful. For that, we are very thankful to you and we need your assistance, your expertise, knowledge in future periods also. Now, it's the time and I request my colleague to propose vote of thanks.
Ma'am, before that, I will request VC sir. Of course, VC sir is there. I will be happy if he also speak a few words about the program, about the session.
So before that, I'm very much thankful to you, sir, for sending a lot of information. People are motivating and inspiring the people towards investment in mutual funds and other sources of avenues where are there, because as already discussed by our dean and other people, so a few people are known about the investment, or few people are investing. So in various majority of the people and many of the people in this country are not aware of this investment. Hence, your lecture is has motivated people, inspired people. So at least a few of them go for inspiring and investing so in various sources, then certainly it is very much fruitful for not only for us but for the nation also, so that so it will develop, but it will grow like anything else. Just thank you very much once again for you and Sardar Ahmad ji, so for your and there is coordination to conduct this webinar. So especially I am thankful for the Surikant Sharma ji for so giving a good lecture over this. Just I request my Vice Chancellor sir to give remarks for this.
Surikantji, really, it is a wonderful message you have given for the young wards of our region. Sir, the way you have presented really in a layman can understand. So really it is very appreciable, sir. And we are hoping that the series of this kind of webinars we can continue, but physically we need you, sir, here, and we want to prepare the blueprint. Please do visit us, be guest of us, sir, for a couple of days. We will be very much thankful to you so that we can prepare a roadmap for our activities here. We have very vibrant, strong departments are there. One is the Master of Commerce, another one is the Master of Business Administration. Both departments are very good, and there are several senior faculty are here, and we are definitely will be going to be benefited through your knowledge, and also the students here may be placed across the globe. So that is our motto, sir. Please do join us, sir, maybe in the next month or coming as per your convenience, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. On my behalf and on behalf of AMFI, I am thankful to giving me opportunity. As I have just mentioned in the beginning, this is the first step of our collaboration with you. And we will definitely be coming to you. We will have developed some mechanism, some formal mechanism through which a system can be developed so that regular programs on different topics, including investment, can continue for your students, because now the time has changed. Now the globe, it is a integrated system everywhere. So it is globe has become a village. So we have to advance our efforts in making our people more aware about it. And the purpose of such program is just to make people aware about the importance of investment and how to make money. So we are with you. We will definitely come to your institute. I will also take senior officers with me. Next time when we come visit your college, we will make plan. And very soon we will have a system in place. Not in one session, we will have some mechanism developed where we can regularly interact for your students and do it more on the subject. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Please, sir. Please, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for having such a nice presentations. Now, interaction session is there. Is there any doubts to our participants who are actively listening the entire lecture since starting of this webinar? If you have, please let me share. Sir is very eagerly waiting to clarify your doubts. Is there any questions, any doubts? Is you need any clarifications? Okay, sir, done. So no one can have any doubt. And what, ma? Muzaffar? Okay. What's your doubt?
Hello, Mr. Suryakant.
Yeah, my dear.
All I want to say, your seminar was pretty good. I cannot say anything about it. But what about early investment? Should a guy invest in the education or SIPs, mutual funds, or whatever you say?
My dear, education is the first priority. There cannot be second priority.
Yeah.
Don't think of any investment and don't compare education with SIP. Both are totally different domain. You first focus on your education.
So the small amount of money which is we're going to expend on mutual funds, we should use it to educate ourselves. The small amount of education will not be affect us in mutual funds returns. It will be around 12 to 15%. It will not be enough. If we invest in our skills, it will be much better in the future. Do you think it's right, sir?
What I am telling you, I think you are mixing two things in one group. Education is totally different thing, my dear friends, and there is no option but to get the best education. I will never say that you invest in SIP and don't invest in education. Your first priority should be 100% education only. But side by side, if you have some money, some surplus money, then you can think of investing through SIP of 100 rupees even. But again, I repeat with more emphasis, education is the only priority for you.
At first, our education is more important than
Absolutely,
SIP.
absolutely, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
After we learn some skills, we can invest the surplus value on the
Absolutely.
mutual funds or stocks, whatever we want.
And these two things are totally different, my dear friend. Totally
Yes,
different. Don't mix education with investment. Investment can be a priority when you think that you are able to earn something. But
Yes,
just to have a sense of investment, you can start an SIP of 100 rupees out of your pocket money if you have surplus. That's all.
okay,
That's all. That's all.
Thanks, Mr. Famaguchi.
After learning, after getting knowledge only, now you are able to invest.
Absolutely, ma'am.
In which you are going to invest. How it is possible to invest now before knowing the things? That's why sir is saying first education is important. Education is useful to learn, to enlighten the knowledge about your investment. After having the clarity, then you are the right person to invest whatever the amount you have in whichever the source, whichever the best source for profitable source, then you can. Okay, now? Is there any more doubts? Yeah, ma. Venkata Lokesh. Please, ma. Please raise your doubt.
Madam, good afternoon to one and all. Myself Lokesh. I'm from SP Degree College, Kadapa. Madam, investing in SIP is a good thing, but investing on stocks is whether it is a good thing or bad one. Investing on stocks.
My dear, first of all, nobody has stopped you in investing in stocks. I am not saying that you should not stop. But what I have said is, you must have knowledge of the market before investing directly. Investing in stock has got an most important element is of knowledge. If you have knowledge, no problem, you can invest directly. Nobody is stopping you. But if you don't have knowledge, if you don't have time, if you don't have experience, then mutual funds are relatively a better proposition. That's all. That's all. And again, in investing in stocks, whatever money you have, you will investing in one or two scripts. But if you invest through a mutual fund in equity fund, your money can be invested in a good number of companies, so your risk can be average out. That is other benefit of mutual funds.
I would add some more points to that. So if you want to invest in stock market in stocks, definitely you need to have the analysis part first. From where, ma, how you can analyze all those things? Are you that much of the efficient? No, na. If you can invest in SIP, that is systematic investment plan. Already some of the persons, some expertise, experiences, services are there, are involved in that, and they suggest that is the best. That means low risk is to be there on that SIPs. If you don't have the knowledge properly about which company is giving maximum benefit, if you don't know about the company analysis, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and techniques, then how can you invest on stock? So it is not the suggestible thing that you directly. You are the young generation. I know your blood is very hot. You are going to earn very soon lakhs of rupees. That for earning that lakhs of rupees, the only way is stock market. You are thinking like that. Nothing is wrong in that. But before going to invest on that, before going to earn the money lakhs of rupees, at first you need to have the knowledge. That's why SAR is focusing on education means not your PG education, post-graduation education. Education about the this investment. In which source, if you invest, it is beneficial to you to get maximum returns. That's why SAR is studying all the time.
Just I want to know that.
Ma'am, I have to go for some other meeting. I think we have to close it.
Okay, okay. Sir, before going to close, I'm asking Dr. Harna sir to propose vote of thanks. Please, sir.
Sir, I am G. Harnad, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, Vemana University. I am proposing vote of thanks. My sincere thanks to Professor Krishna Reddy Garu, the Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chief Guest of our webinar, and also thanks to Professor S. Raghunath Reddy Garu, Registrar in charge YVU and Principal YVU College. And I propose thanks to Professor Y. Subbarayadu Garu, Guest of Honor, Dean, Faculty of Commerce, Law and Management, Yogi University. I propose thanks to Professor G. Vijayabharati Garu, Head Department of Commerce, Yogi University, and my and all of us are proposing sincere thanks to our Sri Suryakant Sharma Garu, Senior Consultant, AMFI and former DGP, SEBI, and also thanks to Sri Sardar Ahmad, coordinator of this webinar, and also thanks to our academic consultants, Yogi Vemana University, research scholars, students, and also non-teaching office staff, Yogi Vemana University. And also thanks to the print and electronic media for coverage. Thank you. Thank you.
Participants.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you to all the participants and to the resource persons to the university. Thank you once again, one and all. Thank you.